the relationships we had with people and the boundaries we set to ourselves and to everything, and emotional literacy as well. But I think what you're saying is very much highlighting why inability to name and identify our emotions makes us so much more vulnerable to burnout.
Mm, absolutely.
So if this is especially true for business owners or those climbing the corporate ladder, is that even more important for those people?
I think so. I also think that having that, the linguistical ability to be very precise in what you're feeling and expressing that to your colleagues, to your line managers, it shows a level of intelligence as well, that you have um, real self awareness, emotional intelligence, and the intellect to be able to convey that. Again, it's all about building those relationships. It's about the perceptions then that people will have of you. And it's about not hiding behind your emotions. So if you can convey that in a way that is not confrontational, it's not aggressive, you can convey what you're feeling, then I think that's something that is really respected in the world of business. Not hiding behind your emotions or bottling them up, but actually being able to say out loud, I was disappointed that this didn't happen, or I was angry, or I didn't feel appreciated, whatever it might be. What I've always said to people that I coach, though, as well, which is quite important, is that not only do you need to name it, you need to say how that impacted you and what you would like to be different in the future. One of the ways people can do this almost without it coming back on you, without somebody saying, well, that's not the case. So I have to almost give it in an example, but if you say that it's the way you made me feel, or this is the way that situation made me feel, nobody can deny your feelings because they're not you. But if you say, when that happened, this was the outcome, there's room for people to object to that. There's room for people to disagree. But if you say, when this happened, I felt as though, so it might be, when you interrupted me in that meeting, I felt as though you didn't respect what I had to say. So in the future, I would appreciate it if you, and whatever it might be, would allow me to finish my, point before you interject. So it's those 3 points really. It's the, when this happened, it made me feel like this, and this is what I would like to happen in the future. And that way it gives you an opportunity to be really open and honest, but with very little room for people to actually have any objection to what you're saying.